Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Anoka said, praise be to the earthly mother, the Pachamama, and all of her angels, the Erikadeshoy. Praise be to the Holy Spirit, the Kahe, in the name of his only begotten Son, Motsah the Lamb, unification to the nation. So I don't remember if I told you guys to watch this video or not. I don't remember because it's been a few days and I didn't release anything yet. So I don't know. I don't remember. But if I have, great. If I haven't, please go watch this video. Because they're telling you where they come from. They tell you where they come from. Outer space is not the only place where people can come from another so-called world. So, we might have a discussion on this and at some sort of later period. I don't know, but these people, some people, they're aliens pretty much, right? They're aliens. You've heard of the Draconians versus the Anunnaki, right? The lizard people or reptilians, right? Who do you think they are? Who do you think their parents are? Some people come from the sea, some people come from space. I come from Adam. I don't know where y'all people come from. I come from Adam. So I suggest you guys watch this video. I'm not going to play it. But this is not necessarily what I wanted to discuss. This is just a good premise based on what is said in this movie, Pacific Rim. Now, I've seen the movie just yesterday. And I have to say that it is really a horrible movie. It is one of the most boring movies I've watched in a very long time. It's a typical Hollywood movie where they show mighty whitey white man as the cool hero, right? And can get any other woman from any other nation. That's just how they show them. It's their kingdom, right? So that's just what they do. And I wouldn't care if it wasn't so goddamn boring. But one part that was good, and the only part that's good about the movie, is pretty much the first 10 minutes. And it's only because of what they say. Because they know where the Euphrates River is. If you look up the directors, who are you going to see? Or you think you're just going to see some regular Joe Schmoes? You will never see that. Especially how they promoted such a crappy movie. No, they have the ish directors. They have the face rat directors with the small hats. They have those as the directors. And they know what time it is. They know what's good. So, in fact, let me go over this real quick. What is a kaiju? So, kaiju means strange beast. And it's also a Japanese genre of films featuring giant monsters. The term kaiju, which comes from the Chinese text Classic of Mountains and Seas, can refer to the giant monsters themselves, which are usually depicted attacking major cities and engaging the military or other kaiju in battle. And what kaiju really means is a demon. I know there's another word for a demon, but that's what it means. They know that these are demons. These are not monsters. These are demons. And even our people, I've showed you, what is the Edo period? The Edo period is the Yedo period, the Yuda period, the time where the tribe of Judah came to Japan. Or I should say, the tribes of Judah and Levi, because both of them are usually going to be with each other. You're going to have priests and kings. But the Kaijin, literally meaning sea man, is an alleged sea monster from Japan mentioned in the books of the Edo period. The Kaijin is described as being humanoid in appearance, with chin hair, eyebrows, webbed skin between the fingers and toes. He also had a skin flap around the waist, similar to a hakama, and could only live for a few days on land. When given food or drinks, he would not consume them, nor would he talk to any human that interacted with him. And they said, it was really a mystified sea lion or seal. No, it wasn't. And some people descend from these things. I'm not joking around. And all these things have the same pale pink skin. You see any of these things depicted as being black? No. Because melanated people were made from the ground. These people came from the stars and they came from the seas. They don't belong here. Now we're going to watch the beginning part of this. If they copyright me, then this video will have to come up or go up somewhere else. Probably going to Google Drives or somewhere. But I'm going to do it anyway.
When I was a kid, whenever I'd feel small or lonely, I'd look up at the stars. Wondered if there was life up there. Turns out I was looking in the wrong direction. When alien life entered our world, it was from deep beneath the Pacific Ocean.
What did he say? Yeah. What have I been trying to tell you guys? The Euphrates River is part of the Pacific Ocean. Mainly the area that is near China and the US. They know where the Euphrates River is. That's why they make these movies. That's why you need to pay attention to scriptures.
A fissure between two tectonic plates. A portal between dimensions. The breach.
A portal was opened. And I'm going to show you, hopefully I can show you, what is through this portal. What do you find in this place? Because what are they really depicting?
I was 15 when the first kaiju made land in San Francisco.
Wow, where did he start? San Francisco. Unbelievable. Oh, what did I just tell you, man? What did I just tell you? Where's the Euphrates River? Where's the Euphrates River? And count how many of them he mentions.
By the time tanks, jets, and missiles took it down, 6 days and 35 miles later, 3 cities were destroyed. Tens of thousands of lives were lost.
Let's pause this real quick. One woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter. And the 6th angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar which is before Anoka said, saying to the 6th angel which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the 4 angels were loosened, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the 3rd part of men. What did he just say? And then after those 4 were released, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard a number of them. And then skipping down, by these three was the 3rd part of men killed, by the fire and by smoke and by the brimstone which issued out forth for the, which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, and their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. If you watch this movie, this is describing what these monsters are. Their tails look like serpents. They have heads, and with them they do hurt. They smash things with their heads. They spit out acid out of their mouth. I'm not BSing you. They're talking about this. They know where the Euphrates is. They know where the Holy Land is.
We mourned our dead, memorialized the attack, and moved on. And then, only 6 months later, the second attack hit Manila.
Acid factor of the kaiju blood.
That's the second one.
It's a toxic phenomenon named kaiju blue.
And then the third one hit Cabo. And then the fourth. And then we learned this was not gonna stop.
See, they stopped after 4. They identified 4 for a reason. They did it for a reason.
This was just the beginning.
This was just the beginning. Why? Because 200,000 still have to come.
We needed a new weapon. The world came together, pooling its resources and throwing aside old rivalries for the sake of the greater good.
And this is prophesied both in the Third Testament and the Book of Remembrance. That so-called humanity, they have to stop being selfish. See, this is how they're going to be cleansed, is through these events. Now, through this is how they're going to learn how to keep the true laws of the Most High. And that's why I'll say this in a I'll think about if I have to say this or not, but I'm gonna leave that for later. But humanity, so-called humanity, has to come together. Now, what's gonna happen to the Israelites? One, they're either gonna be killed or they're gonna be gathered. That's the only thing I can think of. That the wicked ones are gonna be killed and the righteous ones are gonna be gathered. I don't know. That's just my guess. But I don't know, man. The arc is closing, man. I'm dead serious. The arc is closing. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I just can't see that the Most High is going to leave his people here and have them band together with the Gentiles. And maybe he will. I don't know. But you're gonna have to come together with people, or whatever has to happen. I don't know what has to happen. But this is why I say to focus on gathering and not prepping. I'm not concerned with prepping. I'm concerned with learning how to get gathered into the holy city. So I keep telling you guys to read that book. Then you wouldn't have any problem with me talking against prepping, because you would have the understanding that you need. You wouldn't be carnal in your ways thinking that you need to prep. Prepping really should be the last thing on your mind. With all of this information that's out, all these books that are out, and you're still not reading them. I mean, it is what it is. I know people are not reading them from the questions they ask and the questions they don't ask. But whatever. I'm gonna stop lecturing. You'll find out soon enough.
To fight monsters, we created monsters of our own. The Jaeger program was born.
Now I want to show you something, because this movie is awful. After I said the first 10 minutes, it's really more like the first 4 minutes, and the rest of the movie, you can predict what pretty much happens. You don't need to know anything that happens. It's really bad, bro. It's really bad. Let me see if I could find the part. Because they pretty much go to this portal, right? And they're trying to pretty much cut it off from the source. So what they're trying to do is pretty much trying to cut the dimension off, the gateway to hell, the bottomless pit. They're trying to cut it off, or this is what this movie is about.
Reactor meltdown.
Direct hit! The breach has collapsed!
So that's them supposedly closing up the portal to get to the outside world, or to get to our quote-unquote world. Like, they think that it's just going to be like that. They're going to defeat this. Well, this is what they push. They push, oh, this is team humanity. Well, I hope you have that, that mindset, and hopefully you'll learn how to be a righteous person and not be a hypocritical, selfish piece of you know what. Because no one is going to be guided with that spirit. I don't care who you are. But as the Israelites, you have such an opportune, you know, I can't even explain it, because you alone can read these scriptures and understand. You have the ability to. You have the tools to. These other people have to learn from you if they want to get true understanding. Is that not an incredible feeling? You can literally build your own bridge to the kingdom. They have to follow your bridge. What are you waiting for, bro? But they know where the Euphrates River is. That's pretty much what I wanted to go over. The second movie, I'm about to watch it with my sister. It seems a little better than this movie. I don't know. I'll release another video if or I'll just add it onto this one. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think there's anything else that I have to go over. I hope not. I'll be forgetting though. Shalom, Selah Kala.